Nah.
Mitchell messaged me to say that he might be a bit late. He
All right.
he got a phone call, but he says he hopes that it is not super long. Is what he said. I think
I
he
mean,
does hope it's super long.
mm, I
If
mean,
I was him, I fucking would. This campaign?
uh,
Oof.
Hey,
Big
remember,
fan of this campaign.
we're about to disconnect, right?
I too am a fan of this campaign.
Maybe you are. I'm about to fucking run away and live.
Yeah, no, I too am running away and living.
Oh,
I'm
we are
going
running
to
away. Then why
survive
did he
this
give me?
event.
Then why did he give me this little shelter thing? Aren't we just running?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I can make it and still move. It's not the biggest deal.
Gotcha.
But also, if you wanted
The
to,
shelter was just to stop the ice power, wind power from slicing you to pieces.
well,
No, it's from the acid rain from
yeah, okay,
nullifying
there
my
was that,
chakra.
and then there was
Oh,
also the yeah, because like apparently Leo can't do shit in the acid rain.
Yeah, but if we're running, I mean, well, then let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then once we've ran, and then we can run no longer, and we must fight. Then we build new shelter.
oh, right. I think I was
If you
carrying
attack, you
Mitchell.
you can't move, right? If you attack.
No, you can move. Attacking is a half action, right? So you can half action attack and then half action move.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moving up to half your speed is a
Yep.
half round action.
Okay.
Hello, Mitchell.
Hello.
Oh
How
well,
goes it?
Better.
that phone call seems to have breezed by.
Yeah. I missed the person, so got their
Ah,
office instead.
I see.
I was
Oh, is
Unfortunate.
mostly
it?
freaking out because I was like, I looked at one of the emails and they're like, you have to answer this by freaking 48 hours. 48 hours was like yesterday, and I haven't heard of it, and I haven't heard anything back from any of the inquiries because I messed it up. I
Oh,
checked it and it says, no, you can just get it done in like 5 days. I'm like, oh, okay, 5 days is a hell of a lot different than freaking 48 hours.
Yeah, that is.
they're very different
Oh,
timelines.
yeah, quite so.
Yeah. So kind of annoyed that their support crew is not anywhere near on the ball.
Tragic.
Indeed.
So I sent an email yesterday, nothing.
Is it work related?
Silence today. Ugh.
I'm assuming it's work related then.
Yeah,
Is it for your new job or the place you interviewed?
yeah. I'm trying to do their freaking whatever the heck it's called, the background check stuff.
Hmm.
I made it through 99% of it. I just literally need to go in and hit the yeah, sure, accept button. But I
Hmm.
had it go into, and I left it alone for too long and it signed me out.
Ah, I see. I see.
I apparently misremembered the password, so I got the account locked. I'm trying to figure out how to get it unlocked. But their support crew is not helping at all because I literally can't unlock it myself. They have to do it at their end.
This is quite the saga.
Yeah. But if it's 5 days, I'll be able to pester them enough until eventually someone will freaking talk to me about it. So
And surely, if it's like the 5 days pass and it's because they didn't respond to you, then like something.
Is it
Yeah.
business days or like days?
I don't know. It just says 5 days, so I don't think it said business days on it, but I can check. Because that would be the best, though I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's just within 5 days of receiving this email. So, nope, not business days.
Okay. Well, hopefully that'll get sorted out.
Yeah, I mean, it is a government agency, so I don't know. I don't know. Because they don't, of course, work weekends generally.
Right.
And yeah.
What branch?
Post office, so.
Well, oh, do they not? Does the administration? I don't know why I pronounced that so weird. Do they not work Saturdays?
I don't know. We'll see.
I guess we will.
I don't think you pronounce administration that weirdly.
Administration.
I mean, that's not the worst way of saying it. You can say it that way. No one's gonna shoot you over it.
I mean, you could.
Out of pure curiosity, what pronunciation would you shoot someone over?
I don't know. Not yet. But when I hear it, I'm sure I would know.
What are we shooting people over?
Weird pronunciation of administration. Lumpy said administration. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. I think that's more than acceptable.
I wouldn't say it's more than acceptable.
I think it's more than acceptable.
No,
Is
it's
it sort of-
just sufficient.
It's more than acceptable.
It's sufficiently acceptable.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
I guess I'm more lenient with my administrations than you guys are.
Too lenient.
I don't think so.
I think so.
So how are we doing this whole running away from the enemy?
Yeah. Do we want to quickly recap last week's session for Leo especially there?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, never
No.
mind. Okay.
Oh,
So
alright.
we continued with the volleyball tournament, and we were doing great. We got to the finals. It was me and Mitchell versus some goons whose whole shtick was rooting people into place.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, all right, we can do this. And then
Now they're dead.
inconspicuously, a lighthouse was mentioned. It was like, huh, I wonder how this is going to play in. And at least my initial thought was, oh, they're gonna do some weird shit with the lighthouse to cheat, and it'll be fucking kooky.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna like
Uh,
shine the light in our eyes.
And then in the first set, a weird fucking something came from the lighthouse. In character, I didn't see it because I actually blocked my eyes, thinking that was gonna be a fucking something to blind us. And then a lot of people got cut in half, them included. The damage was in fact mitigated by Regal.
Hell yeah.
Then it started raining, and that rain basically turned off any powers that require chakra. Because it fucking like sucked it out or some shit. I don't understand how it works. And then this bent, and two golems came out of the ocean, I believe, and started looking around for people. At which point we went, I think we're in over our head, and more or less decided it's time to fucking skedaddle. That sound about right?
Yep. There were some bits where it was like the goons also beat your goons from earlier. That was rather unfortunate. Rest in peace to the homies. They're not dead, but you know they're out of the tournament. Kind of sucks.
That happened time before last.
Yeah. But it was like these goons are the goons that beat your goons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means really it was their lives were mine by right. So
Okay.
I got
Okay,
fucking robbed.
Let's not go that far.
Okay.
Why not?
Remind me to never compete against you in anything real.
Well, I mean, he didn't beat my
Well, no,
goons before.
Yeah, no, you have to never compete against his friends.
Yeah, never
That's-
compete against my goons, and then compete against me later in the bracket.
I see.
I'd
I
also
see.
like to point out, by extension of this event happening, you have in fact beaten his goons. And this might be a problem.
Wait, what do you mean?
I guess I kind of did beat his goons already.
True. In the wise words of any GM, it's not about telling a story. It's me versus the players, and I'm going to win.
Is that not how it's done?
No, I'm saying that was in the wise
Those are-
words of a
yeah.
GM.
Those words are
Try
very
and fucking
wise.
listen.
Not just a GM, any GM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the GM.
Oh shit.
The
Yeah.
Platonic.
Mitchell, when he invented GMing. All those years ago.
He's so old.
Now, the turn of the century, I remember.
Turn of the century. Damn.
Going on longer than that.
Yeah, it went from that's
Yeah.
that's when it switched from BC to 18.
Yeah.
It's not century, man.
That is not century. It wasn't before century. That's not
After-
what BC says.
after
In
DMing,
the
that's-
before
that's what it-
century and now in
That's
the
what AD
after
is, right?
century.
After DMing.
Yeah, after the
Yeah, ADing is after DMing was introduced.
Yeah.
That's what Jesus died for.
Thank you, Jesus.
Good lord.
Thank you, Jesus, for dying so Ellie Mitchell can introduce GMing to the world.
Where would we be without it?
Probably in half your place. Or at least with a place with far more. Well, that's not true. I was gonna say far more productive time, but that's fucking yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lie.
Maybe we would have finished Divinity, Theo.
It's true. I still have that installed with all the mods.
I also do, as
Why?
well.
It's
All of-
so
all
much
of
fucking
them?
space.
I bought 2 TB solid state hard drive expressly for this purpose.
That's fair.
You're so
I mean, what
powerful,
else
Theo.
would you need them for?
Stellaris mods.
Also, man, I never realized how fast like the later parts of Divinity go. I also never realized how fast it goes when you don't have. Yeah, I also
Never got-
never realized how fast it goes when you don't have some motherfuckers dragging you down.
Stellaris?
No,
Or
Divinity.
Divinity.
Also Stellaris.
Also
Stellaris
Stellaris.
actually, yeah. I don't think that Stellaris can go slower when you are playing alone. At least for me, because I like to read the events. And I don't want to fucking pause the game so I can read through events when 18 events are popping up a minute. When I'm playing with someone else, seems a little bit inconsiderate.
Yeah, I do prefer the slower pace of the single player though, because if a bunch of events start firing and you don't have time to read any of them, you're just clicking randomly.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Pretty funny though.
Yeah, it can be funny. Just stuff starts happening and it's like, alright. Just need to remind myself what picture those guys are. What are you? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's there. Alright, cool. Okay, yeah. So these guys are sort of jogging at this point towards the arena where people are. People are fleeing like it's from a Godzilla movie.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys?
Interestingly enough, they aren't actually fleeing from these motherfuckers. They're just fleeing from the tower.
Well, these guys haven't really done anything weird.
These guys haven't cut everyone in half yet.
Yeah,
That's like
Soon though. Yeah.
give it 15 seconds.
what was that, Leo?
What?
It sounded like you were starting to say something.
Not I.
Oh,
That was just a random everyone sent out to the universe. And
Yeah,
up
like-
to us.
I'm just manifesting.
like you know how Earth sends out random radio signals like into space, saying, "Hey,
What up?
yeah, that's like that."
What are you wearing, Winky Face?
Yeah.
I mean, it gets anywhere. I don't know.
What are
You
you
don't know
wearing? Clothes? Dumbass?
Idiot.
Imagine if that was the first fucking response that humans got from outer space. Clothes, dumbass.
Nice.
Followed by an invasion force.
Followed by a nuke. Not an invasion force, that's too much effort, just a single
It's
nuke.
just a nuke.
It's
Yeah.
a gift.
They forgot to arm it before they launch, and by the time they realize, well, what are you gonna do, chase it down?
I mean, just another one. It's too easy. It'll explode the other one too.
But you're gonna waste 2 nukes on this joke?
Yeah.
It's a bit irresponsible, wouldn't you think?
I mean, they kind of deserve it. They were asking what you wear.
One nuke is pretty irresponsible, alright.
I mean, yeah, but 2 nukes, that's just ridiculous. That's 2 nukes too far.
No, it's not a waste because it's hilarious. As you know.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll find it real funny.
I mean, comedy doesn't always have to be 2 ways.
It should be though.
But we don't live in an ideal world. Sometimes you have to blow a little country up or a planet, and then you can laugh about it afterward.
Why wait? Why wait to laugh at it? I mean,
Yeah, you can laugh about it during too, yeah.
So,
So,
Running.
away.
Yeah, I think skedaddle is the right answer.
Yeah, no, I think that's the plan.
Time to run up.
As much as every part of me is like, yeah, split up. There's only 3 of them, and fucking. Where the what's are there? 5. No, 6. No, I was right. 5 first time. I'm stupid.
yeah, 5.
Yeah.
6
Yes,
if
well,
you
he doesn't-
count our teacher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah, but
count
he
Theo.
ceases to exist, so
Yeah. So here's the thing: there's 5 of us, right? And there's only 3 of them, which means that 2 of us will get out free, at least, in theory. In theory.
I like those.
This
I
is
like these
true.
odds.
This is true.
they're good odds.
And if we
And-
add in the fucking goons, that becomes 7 of us and 3 of them, which means
And-
more than 50% escape chance.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the goons, if anything, they're much slower, and they'll be inclined to chase after the slower target.
Yeah.
You know?
However,
So-
if the goons are in fact knocked out or killed, my escape chance is lowered significantly because there's a decent chance I get pissed and turn back around.
Hmm.
I have
Yeah,
an
so-
alternate proposition, which is instead of running away, we run towards the lighthouse.
I think that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, I there's like an ocean between us and there, I believe.
I can fly.
Yes.
Only about a mile of ocean.
That's a large amount of ocean.
So I can swim.
No, like half a mile, half a mile.
So I can swim 4
We're
meters.
ninjas. We can run. We can run across the water.
Fucking maybe you can. Also, can you, given that all your chakra-based powers are turned off right now?
Oh yeah, we.
Yeah,
I
any
forgot about
constant
that.
base
Yeah.
chakra powers.
Unlucky.
But-
Never
So
mind.
no, you're just as shitted as I am at this point.
We're sunken.
What is that?
Maybe we just go home and we'll come back later when everything's chilled out a little bit.
Yeah, a little less acid rain, a little more Bruno on our side.
You can just time skip to after this encounter's over.
Oh
Fuck.
shit. I'm down.
It's like Adam Sandler from Click.
That doesn't work.
All the time Lumpy spent making characters in Hero. Down the gutter.
Yeah. Welcome to being a DM. It's a
Yeah.
waste of your time every time.
You put something in front of them, it's like, please fight it, please.
Here's the
Work A
thing.
little bit on it.
If you put something in front of your players and the first thing you do is, alright, so you're gonna lose half to maybe like up to 80 to 90% of your powers. Fight it. The obvious response is, no. No, I don't think I will.
I mean,
fall
yeah.
into a pit with a bunch of freaking boiling oil around you, a bunch of guys with crossbows that outnumber you 3 to 1. You know, this fight is totally good.
Yeah, I'm a
We will take
skedaddle.
this fight.
Mm-hmm.
The surrender or flee angle is
like
always
a-
on the table for people who actually think.
Yeah. And I mean, surrender is,
Stupid here.
listen,
Yeah.
yeah, death before dishonor. Running away isn't dishonorable, though. That's just smart.
I mean, it's also
Yeah.
not too far a leap of logic of the guy who's freaking slicing people in half is allied with the rock people.
Yeah.
Seeing as they came from the same direction and don't seem all that concerned about being hit.
No, they did come from the same direction, yeah, because they also came from the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they seem rather unconcerned about the rain that is currently eating all of the chakra. So that probably has something to do with something.
I
Yeah.
don't know what though.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on where these things connect. You know, maybe we should go up and ask him.
Sure. I'm not going to stop you.
I'm not gonna fucking do that.
I
No,
will
but-
stop you if that is something you're trying to do.
I can get
Thank
the
you.
lighthouse in 12
You know what?
hours.
Yeah.
Theo can fly, remember?
Yeah, that's fair.
Regal, by
It
the
does move
way,
very slowly.
you
Mhm.
recognize that these are not simple, but they're recognizable summons from within Earthstyle. They're just these big, hulking humanoid rock monster type things.
I don't think it took much to recognize that.
But what's critical
The
is
Earth
that they-
style summons rock monsters?
well, what's
How
critical is
surprising.
that in Naruto, when something is summoned, it's brought here from elsewhere. It's not
Mhm.
like made of chakra or anything. So since it's just a creature that is here, the rain isn't going to affect it.
Yeah, same reason why these guys aren't in the middle of just turning into puddles on the ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does that
That
happen?
fucking suck, though.
with
Huh?
just like does that happen with just like water in general?
Mm.
They're made of ash.
Yeah, they're made of ash. It isn't like a solid like block of something that's stuck together. It's like if you fucking made a flower sculpture and then poured water on it. If there's nothing that's going to hold it together and give it a physical coherency, it will just turn into mush.
Neat.
Yeah.
So are we like
How about that
mechanically
running?
going through the turns of running, or are we just like saying we run?
Yeah, we can go into the turn order if you like, or
I mean, whatever did you have planned? If you want us to go through the turn order to run, or just run.
um,
I didn't have this planned.
let's just go around moving our dudes sort of in a rotation, not necessarily the full time chart.
Sure.
And where would you guys run to?
Probably into the village. I think. Yeah.
All right.
In direction point, sure. If he runs
Well,
first, I will follow that direction of
You know
running.
what? Given that you guys are not super far from the village proper, let's just pop back out here.
Mm-hmm. With that suspect lighthouse on the boat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Guessing the beach is like this area,
Yeah.
seeing as that's the closest area to Lighthouse.
Let me make sure the scale of this is right. The grid distance is going to be 3. Alright, so now each hex is going to be 3 meters. Normally each hex is 1 meter. So it's
Gotcha.
it's a 1 to 3 scale. Bad guys over here. Bad guys are over here.
I guess we're somewhere around there then.
Yeah, you're there-ish. It's fine. And at the moment, it's not hard for you guys to blend into the crowds that's streaming back into the village.
Okay, yeah.
I at least want them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can't slide away, smooch.
No, that
Yeah,
attitude.
you have no trouble doing it.
Well, no, if I slide away, I think they would be like, what is that guy doing?
Oh, I thought you were just using slide as like a word for I'm gonna slide out of here.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like slip
yeah,
away.
yeah. I can slip away. I cannot manifest earth slides.
Yeah.
Not yet, next level.
You will
Well, no, I
find
can, it's just that I should.
you will find walking around the village more of these golem-looking dudes, kind of walking around, scanning phases. So, let me know where you're going, and these guys are keeping an eye out. So, you may have to do like stealth rolls or something if you want to stay hidden from them.
Mhm.
I mean, those things are like, are they normal human sized or are they big?
They're around normal human size. Maybe a foot taller than average human. So like maybe they're 7 feet tall, but they're not like
Ginormous.
huge hulking, building crushing.
But from a crowd to be like, oh, there's one there.
That's
Yeah.
mostly the thing is in a crowd they stick out like a sore thumb because it's
Yes.
kind of hard when you're 7 feet tall to hide in a bunch of 6 feet tall and lesser people.
Very much so. Yes, they stick out like a sore thumb.
I mean, the smartest thing to do in this case, it feels like it would be to like stick away from the largest areas, like the widest and most populated areas, because those are likely to have more creatures in them.
Mm-hmm.
So stick to places where they're less likely to be.
Like these kind of dirt paths that are between the
Yeah.
houses, right? Yeah.
Dirt paths instead of like actually going along dirt path, like cut through here.
Yeah, there is one right here,
Well, fuck.
Mhm.
but the brunt of your point is good because they are otherwise entirely on these little paths.
Mm-hmm. So, how does going through something like here? Why? I'm going up that path. Sound.
I'm gonna say with the exception of moving through like a building itself, like you can't walk through where the buildings are, but other
Mhm.
than that, you have no trouble sort of navigating the area at your normal pace.
Gotcha. I mean, is there a specific place that we want to head out of this area through that anyone knows of?
Well, we entered the city through like this direction, right?
I believe
I'd
so,
say
but
the
I'm not
town.
100%.
We did come from over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I feel like we should probably try and leave through the same way.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that makes sense.
And that also, if we go that way and we end up finding a lot of them there, then that might indicate something. Namely, that someone who came from, well, basically, if there's a bunch of people there and we decide to try and go out this way instead, and turns out there's a lot more here than here, then that probably says something about people coming from this direction.
Yeah, I'm with it.
So, like,
Yeah. And the lady in front. Oh, my little 20 crashed.
Miss Teapot that you have?
The lady in front is just like a buff-looking lady with a sword strapped across her back, and the Mist Village headband.
Mm-hmm.
maybe you happen to be associated with the Mist Village.
Any of us? Or any of the enemies?
Well, that's a fucking stupid question, isn't it?
Well,
If one of them has a Mist Village headband on,
yeah.
then I think it's pretty obvious to assume that they're associated with the Mist Village.
No, I agree. Wasn't sure if you're being sarcastic and talking to the enemies in a sarcastic tone.
No,
Or you were talking to us.
I was referring to you guys. That's the path I at least plan to take.
I am more than down to follow that path as well.
One second.
Alright. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of the path if you don't want to keep holding your mouse pad.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've held it for far longer, for far dumber reasons.
Understandable.
I'll be right back in 5, maybe 10 minutes, so probably 5.
All
So while I'm out, you guys can, in more detail, formulate your like escape plan.
Alright, I mean,
Although it seems like you have a pretty good
I
sense
think
for
the
it.
plan is formulated at this point.
All right,
I mean,
I'll be right back anyway. I have to take care of something real quick.
It was gonna be 5 minutes. Yeah, go ahead and take that screenshot.
yeah, no, I've already done it.
All right, good,
Yeah, it's been dropped in the general channel.
good shit.
Are we like full tilt fleeing the scene, or are we like, running but not like super powering out of there?
Yeah, I think we're
Uh,
doing what we can in terms of like running, but not like using any powers that are obvious to the golems.
Ah, so we have to run like normal people, not like ninja.
Yeah, we can like, run, but we can't like sprint across buildings jumping from
Can't
tree
put
to
our
tree.
arms back.
I can't sprint across buildings anyway anymore.
Yeah, I can't either, but you know.
I can run faster than most people can, but like that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I guess the other big question is, do you guys want to split up and then meet at the area afterwards? Or just, all go around along the same path?
Uh, I mean, they both have their advantages. Uh, us all going on the same path means that if something goes terribly wrong, it's a lot faster to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But splitting up does theoretically decrease the chances of things going wrong because smaller groups will be harder to notice.
Yep. I will say, most of the main streets are covered by golems, and I think there isn't a clear path other than the one you pointed out, other than like just minor deviations. Because there's like a lot of them posted around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how far does this acid rain expand to? Like, is it just covering the whole village?
I
We have
think
no
it would be
idea at this
best to
point, I don't
assume
think.
it's the whole village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some crazy
We
shit.
don't know
assumption
that
I'm
for
making.
certain, but it's a fair assumption. I have a feeling.
That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's a lot of bitches casting it.
Or it's one really powerful guy.
That'd be crazy.
It's Naruto.
Also, if that's like all
Yeah,
that
but
guy is
yeah,
Speedy
doing.
bastards who have
that's
this
not.
much
This is
power.
this isn't Shippuden. Shippuden's when they all I summon meteor on top of second meteor. Like the first one was kind of like, ooh, I have the power to control magnets, and everyone is like, oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh, apparently we're in Shippuden and not normal.
Ah,
Hey, to be fair,
unlucky.
the guy that controlled magnets was still really fucking powerful.
He
And
got
did
defeated by Hinata. I don't want to hear it.
Alright.
He got defeated by Hinata. Let's not talk. Let's not like.
Wait,
Ooh.
wait. I think we're thinking of different magnet controllers.
There was a lot of magnet people.
That is true. I'm thinking of one of the Tsuchikage, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Kazekage? No, Kazekage.
Oh no, that was Gaara's
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
Not that guy. Yeah,
That guy was good at doing magnet shit.
he had magnet. Yeah, a lot of the Kazekage had magnets on. No, this guy, his magnet version was he could touch things and then I forgot. Like basically if he blocked one of your attacks, he could pull like the kunai out of your hands or anything like metal out of your hands and shit like that. And he would also like use other like iron filings to to defend himself or attack with. And then Hinata hit him with the oh yeah, but my gentle fist will hits his nerve, and if he used that nerve, which he did, he's like, okay, I'm gonna try to control magnetize stuff. It inversed, and it started just like they were in an iron mine, and all these iron like pieces just came at him and like buried him. Yeah, so he got defeated by Hinata, so unlucky.
Yeah, kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
They
so
got
he's
hard
not.
countered, to be fair, but
Yeah, he got hard countered, but also it was Hinata, so unlucky.
yeah, if you get hard countered by fucking base Naruto Hinata, then it's go next.
It's go next. So anyway, I thought
Yeah.
that's what we were fighting, but if we're fighting meteor on top of second meteor, we're fucked.
Well, I mean, giant area of rain doesn't seem like meteor level of thing, you know?
Watch it just start doing damage the longer we stay in this.
If it starts doing damage, I'm gonna fucking stop by and steal an umbrella.
Yeah.
I think an umbrella would actually work.
Yeah, it would. Because if my shelter works, then the umbrella probably works too.
Alright. I remember which place was a fucking gift shop. I got two
Man.
goons who aren't doing anything. I can have two umbrellas. Easy to clap my fucking life.
I mean, I guess the bright side is the gift shop probably isn't being manned.
It's true. What are they gonna do? Fucking call me out for shoplifting?
Oh no. Yeah. Fucking hold and arrest me. Detain me in this village where fucking wind blades are coming out and killing everybody.
Finally made the character whose character is just every session I see how loose my morals get. I have none.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome
Theo.
back.
like I heard Leo and Regal just like
Talking.
there were it was the English language, but it wasn't a language I understood.
Understandable. I mean, aside from that, I think the plan's pretty much set, right? No one has objections, yada yada.
Object.
All right, what's your objection, Theo?
You know what? That's it. I object.
Okay, what's your objection, Peyton?
Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
I sustain
I
Peter's
retract my objection.
Oh fuck.
No, he had the hard counter.
The repeat what he said, except say it as well.
Yes.
How broken.
The repeat what he said, except say it as well. So you mean like repeating what he said, you fucking idiot?
I think I meant to drop the it in that sentence and then say as well.
Hmm.
But you know,
Do you think we can defeat Holy Zombie 5002?
if that's someone you're
What?
facing in your War Thunder match, I think you will cream on them. In any other context, they might beat you up.
All right, I'm back.
Looking back.
Welcome back.
Zombies feet held off.
Nice. So is this image here your plan?
I believe so.
That's my point, at least. Fuck the rest of them.
Scatter.
I'm sure that's not the plan.
Well, yeah. So start moving your dudes, and then I'll tell you when
Tell you when
things
you get
start happening.
assassinated.
Yeah.
All right, don't say yeah that nonchalantly, please. All right, I need to find my character's movement speed.
Movement speed is actually pretty good.
I don't know what our move. What's
Oh.
my movement speed?
But actually, I'm gonna use mine to represent me and my goons, which means it's actually gonna go down fucking considerably.
I mean, didn't you consider desummoning your goons for the time being while we're inflating?
You guys
I
gonna have to
can't
go around these buildings.
Really desummon
Oh.
them.
It's a what is it? 3 meters per hex? Is that what I'm?
Yes.
Actually, no, I can't. I can't banish them for free. The problem is if I banish them now,
Mhm.
I'm not going to be able to get them for a good little bit. Because
'cause
I need an expendable focus, and I actually need 2 of them. Because I need to summon twice. Actually, no. I do summon both at once. So I still need the expendable focus, which I don't have on me. Because there's no way I would have thought to bring it on this.
Mhm. Well,
And even if I did have it, it would take an hour and a lot of fucking stamina.
All right, yeah, no. I think keeping them alive probably for the best.
In that hour, I can do pretty much nothing. I say pretty much, I can actually do nothing, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I also have to completely concentrate on it.
Yeah. Keep moving you guys around. Nothing's happened so far. So pretty soon you guys are within eye shot of this guy here, sort of between the buildings. You'll catch sort of glimpses of the crowd as it moves past.
Are we getting a enhance on this guy? What does he look like?
I'm using the same image for him as the rest.
Okay.
I initially chose this image because there were 2 of them and they were identical, but they
I
look
see.
like these clay sort of golems, for lack of a better word, humanoid, a little
Okay.
bulkier, a little taller than a person. They stick out from the crowd, and they seem to be slowly sort of, their head meanders from side to side as they sort of scan for something. If you guys are making a concerted effort to be stealthy, I would like you guys to roll stealth. If you guys are doing anything of that sort, then yeah, start rolling.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Skills. Stealth.
please.
Barely a success.
Jesus Christ.
How do you stealth is what, just 3d6, I guess?
Yup.
Uh,
And then
well, all successes.
if you have the stealth skill, then you're trying to get under that number. If you don't, then I think it's
I think it's
7.
7 plus your dex score divided by 5.
Yeah. Does anyone not have the stealth skill?
I don't.
All right.
Fucking
Let
ninja.
me keep your.
I'm
All
a
right.
ninja
So
with a
yeah.
flute.
So the number you're aiming at, Leo, is 10, and you want to get below that number.
I did it.
So yeah, you're below by 1. Did anyone?
Hi.
Hello. That's really to the far end of the bell curve, eh?
Quite.
Well, not quite to the far end.
I mean, it's on the later end, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What are there 3 other rolls that are worse than this, or worse or equal to?
So you see this guy notices you, Regal.
Mm-hmm.
Does not seem to take action. He's not impressed at all. He's like, that's
That's a child.
you feel like you're not what it is looking for.
He sees you
Alright.
and goes, who gives a shit?
Yeah, we're not here for children. Go next. Alright.
Yeah. You guys can continue to move. Actually, I need to roll once more
Well,
because I suppose you are also within eye shot of these goons back here. But similarly, you feel like they catch a glimpse of you, Regal.
Mm-hmm.
Not super. Don't seem to be going for you.
Alright.
well, at least you can break stealth.
Yeah.
So how fast do we move while stealth? Because I've been just moving at full run speed.
I would say if you want to start moving nonstop stealthily, I would say half movement probably.
Okay.
2 squares.
Oh, if I'm breaking
Half move speed is in a single move or half your
So
movement.
half your
Half your
movement.
run speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, just a single movement, basically.
Mhm.
What are the chances I have 2 people who are trying to track me down in this place?
Hmm.
We're going
What?
full speed.
You never asked the name of this village. It's the Payton Zone.
Oh no. Wait a minute, it's fine. I'm not paying. I'm a near right now. Fuck you. You got outplayed.
Oh shit! I got outmaneuvered by method acting. Step aside, Daniel Day-Lewis.
You got
Payton's-
outmaneuvered by role playing, dumbass.
Oh shit!
Too easy.
Alright.
Yeah. So keep yourselves moving. I'll ask you to move one bit at a time, and then I'll stop you when something happens.
Gotcha.
No, see.
At this point, I will ask you guys to again hit me with your stealth rolls.
Stealth is for cowards.
Whoops.
Yeah, no, if they don't seem to be looking for me the first time around, I don't think they're gonna be looking for me the second time around. So, also not stealth.
And you guys done the math. It's like, what are the chances I have 2 people trying to hunt me down here? Come on.
Surely not.
If I do, then fucking
Oh,
Go
Teach
next.
is
Ah,
actually hard inting me.
all right, I need to take a look at how. All right, give me a quick second. I need to take a look at how this works. If he beats his perception check by 4 and you beat your stealth roll by 4, I want to figure out if get seen or not. Stealth. I'm gonna give you guys ties.
Thank you, Lumpy. It's so kind of you.
Massive bog.
So you guys notice a couple things. You guys see over here on the beach.
Yep.
Payton sees a quick circle of chakra on the ground, and
I can't
another
see
one of
chakra
these
right now.
dudes. Oh, never mind. You
Yep,
guys
that-
see one of these fellas sort of gloop himself out of the ground, sort of comes up from out of the ground, and then it just starts casting its head around, looking around. You, Leo, you recognize that it notices you,
Nice.
but it does not seem to be searching for. You feel like you're not what it's searching for.
Oh, nice.
They've noticed me by now, right? They aren't coming this way.
Hmm?
They've noticed me because I just am not stealthing, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and
notice
they have
you as
not
well.
responded negatively in any way.
They have not started heading in your direction. No.
Massive pog.
Is there?
Considerable pog.
I've already turned one person into dust. That's enough for one vacation.
Vacation.
Alright.
Time to treat myself.
Yeah, it's a vacation, and I'm gonna treat myself and turn some more people into dust.
All right.
It's a good
Free
life.
to move, Lumpy.
Yes, you are free to move.
Interesting. Not chasing me. I'm gonna start running at Mach 10.
All right.
That's not Mach 10.
That's my Mach 10.
Your Mach 10 sucks.
Your Mach 10 is great, Leo. Don't listen to
Call
him.
me when your Mach 10 is the same as that one guy who just was fucking speed and beat the ever-loving shit out of Big Knife.
Don't listen to him, Leo. You're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you, Sensei.
Hey! When'd you get here?
Wakana is Bruno's favorite.
I'm always AFK with him.
Hmm?
True,
Is
he
that-
did take you out to get
Oh.
ice cream that one time.
Yeah, sure. None of you guys have asked Bruno to get ice cream with them.
Well, I don't think we had an opportunity to ask him, hey, you want ice cream?
What do you mean we're children? The ice cream should be at least number one of top 3 in your brain at all times.
I'm not too sure that that's the case.
Yeah, me neither.
Not depressing children.
Well, we aren't children, we're teenagers.
We're children.
Which means there are far bigger focuses.
What's your biggest focus as a teenager?
What was mine? Or what is mine? Because I'm not a teenager anymore.
No, what it was.
What was? I
Big
don't know.
bobbies.
Probably. Huh?
Pig bobbers.
Uba.
No, honestly, it was probably a fucking recognition by peers, which I never really got, which was unfortunate. But you know, you can't win them all.
Moj.
Woo!
We're going around. You know what? I'm going down this path. I'm a path
No,
man.
I didn't really see. No. I mean, according to the map, it is this way.
In the hubbub, you guys are getting a little separated, which I like because it is accurate. Of people in crowds heading towards wherever. All right, another
Getting
round
separated?
of
I like it.
stealth checks from you guys, if you don't mind. For those of you who are continuing to be stealthy.
I mind.
Okay.
Stop being stealthy.
Also, I've spent time with Bruno. Who else would have fucking taught me the anti-entangle bullshit? Isn't that
Yeah.
like half of his shtick?
Yeah.
Maybe not half, that's like a third.
Neither of you, Big Knife or Kairu, feel noticed.
So either they're not looking for either of us at all, or one of us to.
No, you guys don't feel like you've been spotted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. I think Theo's either was like what you perceive to be not a different either.
Hmm. Either, neither, neither.
Also, I'm deviating from the plan.
You wouldn't dare.
Well, I'm in that
so is
plan thinking that I need to be fucking safe, and so are you, bitch. This is
For
my
those-
plan. I'm allowed to deviate.
For those of you who are attentive, up here, another one of these golems emerges from the soil.
No way.
I think I have to back it up because I don't want to go this way. Are there people like over here, like normal
Mhm.
people?
Yeah.
As you get further from the beach, it is noticeably less crowded. People are going back into their homes.
Is it still raining this far out? I'm assuming it
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a kilometer radius circle.
Fuck.
We're fucked.
You'll never
Yeah,
guess,
that's a little ways out of town.
you'll never guess where the source is.
The lighthouse.
You'll never
The woman.
guess.
It could be the woman. It could be the lighthouse. I don't know.
It's this tree.
If it was the lighthouse, it wouldn't be the lighthouse itself. It'd probably be someone on the lighthouse
Yeah.
/ in the lighthouse.
Either that or it's Miss Teapot.
My lighthouse
Yeah.
jutsu.
I mean, you never know. This could just be like a freak, like thing that just occurs naturally from the lighthouse and just happen to happen right now.
I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure.
we would be told of such a thing.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure one of us specifically does know it isn't that. I'm pretty sure one of us made a knowledge roll and was like, "Oh yeah, this is a weird mist thing that they do."
Yeah, they just make it
But
rain
yeah,
every
checks
now
out.
and
Yeah, they're rich.
then. So
Uh,
much money.
Which one of you guys is that, by the way?
Me.
Aiden.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For those of you stealthing, let's get another round of rolls real quick.
And we're fucking splitting up a lot.
I'll be right back.
And we're gonna converge on the same location. I'm pretty sure. So not a big deal.
Bold.
I'm going to assume we'll all make it there.
Yeah, bold to assume everyone will make it there. Bold to assume that we're all actually going to end up going there.
I mean, I think you and I are gonna meet up around here.
Bold to assume I'm gonna make a right.
Okay, surely you're making a right.
I could literally just run into the woods from here.
Yeah, you could.
You guys hear in short succession a series of explosions.
And we're back.
You guys hear a series of explosions, 3 from within the lighthouse near the top.
Oh
These
shit.
explosions sound familiar in any way.
Quite.
Is our boy Bruno having a fucking gay old time?
You imagine he may be.
Suck, sensei. Good luck, sensei.
Don't die.
Yeah.
If he dies, it's gonna be a
It's
lot
like,
harder to explain that murder I did earlier.
Maybe we should turn around and fight.
He's like a mile offshore, right?
Like a half mile.
Half mile.
Well, we don't
Wait.
have to join him there. There's other people.
We'd have to swim. I'm leaving.
The seas do not seem like they're storm tossed. So if you commandeer a vessel, you could perhaps.
Do any of us know how to commandeer a vessel?
I have no idea. I'm just saying that
Children.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible.
Oh, so you're saying we're children, but
To say
like-
as a child? It's not
as a
that
child, I didn't learn how to
difficult.
sail, but I knew how to like kayak and canoe and all that. Yeah, that's just pretty easy. As long as we aren't taking like a ship with a full ass fucking sail, it's not that difficult.
No, there's some rowboats.
Yeah.
This is a pretty small village. It's not like there are any like huge fucking.
How fast does a
three-masted
rowboat go?
schooners.
We can threaten some villagers into
How
crewing our
fast
ship.
can a rowboat?
How strong are you?
20. No, 15.
I'm 20.
I've got a goon who's also 20.
I'm 20.
Oh wait, both my goons are 20. All right, good news.
We can have 4 people rowing.
How fast can a rowboat get out to the fucking lighthouse?
Average rowboat speed.
Muck.
1.5 to 2 knots. Okay, how fast is a knot?
Longer, narrow
1
rowboats
knot
can reach
is
7 knots.
a knot is just over 1 mile per hour.
All right,
So-
so I have found a thing that longer slash narrow rowboats can reach 7 knots, which is about 8.1 miles per hour.
Okay.
So if I can find a good quality rowboat, I can get there. Let's see, that's what, half a mile. So let's see, that would be about 8. So it'd take about 4 minutes to get there. A
Mhm.
bit less.
I'm gonna say so. These are not rowboats that are like built for Olympic
Mhm.
sprinting, so
Mhm.
they'll be a bit slower than that. But it would definitely take you under 10 minutes, more than 5 minutes, probably around 7 minutes. I don't know what that is in metric system.
7 minutes?
7
And-
minutes.
I think that's
Does the
7 minutes.
Does the metric system have special minutes?
I mean, if you're referring to the minutes that are like angles, I mean, maybe, sure.
It's base 10.
Minute angles are the same metric system as well.
No,
Yeah, I
angles-
imagine so.
No. Minute angles are small.
Okay, what's the full?
Well, yeah, but small is still the same in metric system.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, that's obvious.
All right. Would we be allowed
So
to keep
7
moving?
minutes?
Yeah, you're allowed to keep moving. Big Knife, one of the Golden dudes makes eye contact with you, but it does not move in your direction.
All right. You narrowed it down to Mitchell or not looking for anyone.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't believe the second one of the.
Yeah. Given the PC aura that surrounds us and is constantly getting us into trouble. Probably not looking for any of us.
No, probably not.
Yeah. Kind of ridiculous to even, like, make that assumption. That they would possibly be looking for us.
I assume I can get between these buildings. I understand that, like, neither the hexes are, like, you know.
Do
nice.
you mind picking me where you are?
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
be following Mitchell, I think.
I'm actually gonna go
I'm
back
not sure
to
where the heck the
here
path
and pause.
point at this point.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll just keep going that way.
I'm gonna sit
Between the
there and
houses,
watch
then.
the lighthouse for a little bit, see if there's any more explosions, and to try and see whether or not it actually has structural integrity.
The lighthouse?
Yeah.
It does not seem like the lighthouse has any sort of structural issues. So that's good.
You're like it's about to.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the artillery summoned yet, but don't worry, I've planned it out.
The artillery summon?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I figured out a pretty easy way to make artillery. Just drop that out of nowhere. I say easy. It's probably gonna be very point intensive, and that's why if I ever do it, it will probably not be on this character. But I do already have the summoning framework.
You hear a couple other explosions, this time from higher up in the lighthouse. And you see some sort of ripples in the air fly sideways through one of the lighthouse's windows.
Hmm. Am I gonna let myself get showed up by our fucking dumbass teacher? Yes, because I
Yes.
have self-preservation.
um, okay, I was just making
Hey, you
sure we
got
had the
nervous for
same
a second
answer.
there, huh?
No, I would.
I
You've
have
seen me too many times in the past.
I
You
have
saw a
self-preservation.
significant amount of Hive Mother, I believe.
I have self-preservation. It's usually what people say right before they int, or at least I do.
No, when I usually say nothing ventured or fuck it content. Those are my two go-tos.
Sorry
Okay,
about that.
content.
Yeah, fuck it, dude, content.
Is this street like full of people, or is it going to be a dash across that is not?
There's two right there.
It is. It is.
I mean, like normal people. I know
Oh,
those guys are there.
oh yeah.
It is not.
It's more the can I run so these guys are not going to just auto see me.
It's not full of people. It is not abandoned. Um, you suspect that you might be pretty visible going across it. You
I mean, there is no other street to cross. I have to cross it at some point. And this is one of the easiest locations. So, sure, we'll try and keep stealthing across. Keep with the peoples.
all right. I will need a stealth roll from you, and I'm gonna bring your target number down a couple, just because it's really a lot harder to stealth in that context. Okay.
So how many ever it's coming down?
So
That's a 9.
I was winching you from 15 down to 12, so you beat your thing by 3. And you do not feel, you do not notice any difference in their behavior as you cross the street.
Keep in mind, I don't have to be looking at them to know they're there.
Mm-hmm. No, this is
My
great.
sight is not
have,
reliant on me looking at the target.
yeah, you have great vision right now.
It's like you know, whenever you mark people in stealth games and you can see their vision cones.
Yeah, kind of.
This is not
Sorry.
dissimilar.
You can see which way they're facing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of sick.
Yeah, and I can't see them through buildings. But because my eyesight is reliant on still having a line of sight.
Oh, is it really?
Mhm.
Should have got an X-ray.
Points are already like 50 points to begin with.
Oh yeah, no, I know. That was a meme thing to say. No, I know how expensive some of these things get. Fucking you worry not.
I would have loved to, but no. I would have had a power in that case. The ability to see.
As someone who spent far too many points on powers in the early game, and will not change that trend.
I'm gonna keep going.
In fact, that trend's only going to get worse.
Yeah. Does it seem like they're looking out in this case, in this
Yeah,
area?
If they're not looking up accurate, I'm gonna just,
Yeah. Because if they're not looking, then I'm going to speed up.
They're sweeping their heads back and forth, but they do seem to be paying more attention to where there are more people.
That's more just the can they see through buildings? Because
They do
all
not-
nearby targets are suffering from there is a giant building blocking all eyesight.
This is the hotel, or the place with the tons of rooms in it that you guys have been staying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Naruto has hotels.
Oh wait, if that's the place we've been staying in,
Inns or whatever.
Yeah, inns.
I'm gonna run in and start grabbing my shit.
So as you enter, in the main lobby, there is one of these golems.
That's fine. They didn't seem concerned about me earlier.
It still does not seem concerned about you. You
Yeah.
get the sense with their movements that they don't seem
Uh,
particularly brilliance.
And I will actually, if I know where other people's rooms are, I will be getting into their rooms either because they're open, they're unlocked, or through brute fucking force to get their shit as well, if any has
Uh,
been left behind.
I think we were close enough that if I saw you heading towards the hotel, I would have walked over and given you my key and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, get that rabbit
I
for me,
think
I mean,
please.
yeah.
Zero would even
We're-
leave anything in the hotel. They don't carry
Yeah.
much, so.
Yeah,
I carry
well-
my flute with me at all times.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
most important thing is their cloak, and the cloak is already on them. Everything else
Mhm.
is replaceable. So
well, this is
Think
a
I'm
nice
gonna leave my
opportunity.
fucking other outfit behind here? You're dead fucking wrong. I don't have money to be spending on outfits every day.
What are we trying to do? Are we still trying to escape? Just go out of town?
Yep.
More or less.
I think I've made my escape. I've hit it onto the speed chart.
not into the speech.
I mean, I don't
Now
know.
I'm
I
on the
don't know
speed
the
chart.
hotel I have to get to get our shit.
I'm just gonna keep sneaking through the woods.
This here.
Watch as I
At
move
least
off
until
page.
I can't. If I can't see any of them, then I will willingly speed up. But if I can stealth, then I'm gonna keep stealthing.
Where have I gone? Lumpy.
Where have you gone?
Yeah, off page.
I don't know where you are, to be honest.
Alright,
It's gone
Onto
off
the
script.
fucking woods.
Is that you up there? Oh, that's you?
that's right.
This is.
Huh?
That's Karu.
This is me.
Yeah. I didn't think that was.
This is him. He far left, upper left.
Oh,
Oh.
Leo bailed.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, he's
That's
fucking
what y'all
peace.
said. Y'all said to leave town. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving town.
We also
Yep.
made a plan to leave town to the top right.
Ah, unlucky.
I mean, hey, we'll
There's
meet
a-
up somewhere.
Maybe.
Some
I hope so, anyways.
Unless you find my corpse.
Well,
It won't be found.
yeah.
That's a form of meeting up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And if we don't, we'll meet up in hell.
Maybe
Yeah.
you will.
Alright. Alright, Peyton.
bold of you.
I'm taking
Yeah.
you with me.
Okay. You can try.
You killed a man, I killed a man. We're going to hell.
No.
I mean, Peyton's killed like 2 men now or 3?
Yeah.
I think.
It's
Never
two.
mind, That's
Yeah.
that's heaven material.
Oh, I never said I was going to heaven.
Yeah, he turned one to dust. That is heaven material.
I got some forest spirits who are gonna put me into a tree.
Oh shit.
Fat
You
W.
in tree time.
Tree
Yeah.
hell.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
We,
for tree.
I think everyone except for Peyton has practically escaped map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think Peyton will be stopped from, escaping map.
Yeah, and I'm basically just running through here to grab our shit, and then I'm gonna fucking
Mhm.
turn around and book it out side of town. So if no one's gonna stop me.
You notice that it has stopped raining.
Hell yeah, Bruno.
Massive bog.
Yep.
Bruno built different.
Don't need to build a shelter. Don't have to wait
I
the first-
wonder
waste-
if
waste
these
turns
things
for
are
combat.
connected up to each other in some way.
What things?
These things.
I have no idea what you mean.
I'm wondering how hard it would be to just fucking jump one and kill it, like, real quick and then run off without getting caught. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, I'm just saying I'm wondering.
I imagine it'd be pretty hard to not be, like, at least seen by the thing.
I mean, I got 3 people who can do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time.
I mean, that short amount of time needs to be, like, pretty fast.
I also
for
have
them-
very high teamwork. So one action.
But I feel like being seen is a pretty low bar. Like, it's pretty easy to just, be seen if you're attacking someone.
Yeah, it's called walking up behind it.
I mean, yeah.
It's not like it's paying significant attention to us. In fact, it very specifically isn't paying much attention to us. It's as easy as it will ever be to sneak up on something and fucking brain it, with it still being cognizant. Not quite sure why I'm arguing this point when I don't plan to do it, but
Ah.
fuck it, I'll die on this hill.
I mean, I get my interpretation is that I imagine many people are running from the giant earth golem looking thing, and if someone starts approaching it, then it's like, oh, this is peculiar.
I mean, there's not questioning me running through the hotel stealing shit. Not actually stealing. I'm taking what is ours, but
Yeah, but as far as it's concerned,
like
it could
in a
very
literal
easily
sense,
be
that
yours.
isn't the excuse for stealing. As a note,
Yeah.
just said I was like that could be misconstrued. Let me
Theo's boat.
yeah.
We like that. Everybody likes that. So you are out of the village, you guys. Look at you.
I left over here because that was the original plan.
We did it.
You sure did do it.
We left Bruno to die. The exact plan.
I don't know if that's what happened.
Listen,
But if
that
it is,
took,
I'm not against it.
that took place over what, like a few minutes?
No,
Probably. It would have taken me 7 minutes to row out to the lighthouse. Bruno would be either dead or have won by the time I got there. What do you want me to do?
Could have gotten me and maybe one other person there in less time.
Yeah.
I don't how much time is the segment thing?
Each segment is
12 seconds?
1 second with a 12 second for the full 12 segments.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if I need God, what was it? I need 11 turns and I get 3 turns per segment. Or whatever. 12 thing.
Yeah. So that would mean that you would get there at the end of the fourth. Well, you'd be able to act at the end of the fourth.
Yeah.
Really.
So I could get like me and maybe one other person there in 48 seconds.
At which point, you could be there to either help Bruno succeed when he would probably already succeed, or die with Bruno valiantly.
I mean, there's also the become a massive liability angle, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what horrible things happened to Leo?
He's so we can focus on Leo.
Why?
Wakana. You have made it out of the village.
Yep.
You are out of the village.
Yep.
What's up? What you doing?
Gonna go around off map all the way to the where I think we were supposed to meet up on the top right of the village.
Yep.
That's it.
Crazy how that works. And it does.
Incredible.
Massive dope.
Yeah. You guys are
Yay.
together now.
Alright.
So, where do we go from here? Because I'm gonna be honest. I think the vacation's ruined at this point.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, actually.
Sensei.
I think it's time to go back and do more, I suppose. Unless that nightmare was what we were really coming to deal with, but
I think if that is what we were coming to deal with, we might have been a tad overestimated.
indeed. That does seem to be the case if this was indeed what we were really sent to do. And not to play that kind of fun game.
So I guess there isn't much aside from heading back to the village.
Yeah. And we could just technically fucking leave and just go back to the Hidden Leaf Village.
Yeah.
But I would not recommend. I would not voice that in character. That would just be like the tiny voice in the back of my mind. Like we could just fucking dip. There's nothing keeping us here.
Oh, I would definitely voice that. I think that's the best way to go about things. If Bruno's fine, he'll come back. If he's not, then we'll lack reliability and get killed ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Fucking beautiful. Beautiful recommendation. Very helpful.
No problem.
Uh, I at
So
least
you
would
are
like to.
outside the village, kind of chilling.
Uh, I'd like to at least try and get somewhere I can look into the village and see what's going on. See if the golems have fucked off. Anything like that.
Sorry. I have to check something real quick just to be sure the laundry. 2 seconds. Sorry. This has been
Mhm.
very interrupted so far.
I apologize.
Life likes to intervene. We get it.
It is quite tragic when it does, though.
Well, it's annoying, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. In about 15 minutes, I will have to head out. Not just to address some laundry for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Shall prepare accordingly.
We invite Theo to a game of League of Legends. Plan a chord.
Plan a chord.
Welcome to the stage. Plan a chord.
Yeah, if Anir is trying to get a vantage point in the village, I'm not gonna like just immediately dip. I'll probably just like stay in the woods.
Yeah.
That is definitely funny. Come back to the woods and everyone's gone. Just like, okay, well,
But I will have brought it up. If Anir is like still down to stay in the village, then yeah, I'm not gonna go against him.
we'll see the state of the village and then we'll go from there. I suppose.
All right,
Seems the most reasonable decision.
more than fine with me.
Chill.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just going to wait until the sensei comes back?
I mean, I'm going to go try and find somewhere I can look into the village and see what's happening.
Yeah. And I'm
And
going
given
to.
that our power, well, it stopped ringing, right? So our powers come back.
Yep.
And fucking my jutsu's back on. This son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Fucking
I'll
The
just-
pissed.
second we walk into town, just the rain hits.
I mean, it's not before we left town, so
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
I'll
most-
just be in the
most
woods
likely
with
Delta.
like some sort of sight of a near, and anyone else just in the village. So if like they move, and I'm like, all right, I'm the fucking get up. Smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I'll come back and kind of wait with you, I suppose. Clamber up one of the trees nearby. Keep an eye out.
So you're watching the village. You're waiting. Eventually, um, you hear a rustle behind you, and you turn to see Bruno standing there, sort of bloodied. Um, he's like, "Well, I managed to at least get one. Other one ran, and the two in the village, I have no idea where they are at this point."
Well, I did not successfully change my multi-power. That was not me swinging him. That was me attempting to change my multi-power to heal him as a note.
Uh,
But it's unfortunate that I fucking failed.
Bruno just die.
Yeah.
yeah, he
I,
goes,
I just turn around instinct and stab him. I go, oh no. Not again.
no, you do see that he's regenning.
Okay.
He goes, yeah, there were two in the tower. One of them shooting the long range wind projectile things. The other one in the lighthouse making that rain. And there were two in the village. One was actually underground, summoning the golems into the village. And the other one was the one with the sword. But by the time I got to the village, they had both fled.
Not to be rude, but do you have any fucking idea why that happened?
Yes, yeah, they were trying to kill Kairu for sure.
Huh?
Hmm?
Kairu, yeah.
Why?
Why?
Look
Well,
at you.
Wouldn't you want to?
What the fuck?
Why? He's blind. Why wouldn't you? He's an easy target.
Kairu's family is from the Mist Village. There are other prominent family there. Did your parents ever talk to you about this, Kairu? It seems pretty important.
I mean, they mentioned we left for some reason. They didn't go into very heavy detail, though.
Hmm.
They
Well,
seemed a little, well, evasive about it.
well,
I can kind of see why now.
I mean, the Mist Village is gunning for everyone in your family, Kairu, including you. You are part of your family.
Well, I would hope so.
You are, yes.
Math checks out on that one.
I'd heard there might be some Mist Village operatives in the village here, so I figured, if we came in, made a bunch of noise, they would out themselves when they tried to kill you.
They
And you-
certainly did that.
You didn't think that this was important information to share at any point.
Well, it was kind of a test. And you guys did slink out masterfully, but only 1 out of 4 are gone, so, they might be lurking around. I'm sure they're not.
So,
They are.
so just to make sure on this one, I've got family trying to kidnap me. You've got family trying to kill you. Anyone else have any family issues that are going to appear?
Not gonna say anything. Just gonna look down.
I got a stupid on, but that's about it.
Is
Alright.
this a particularly vengeful, stupid
No,
on?
no.
Yeah.
He's just stupid.
How
and
likely
needs
is
help.
this stupid on to try and fucking kill you
It's less
us
kill us.
for associating?
It's more he'll like pop up and like need his way or something. He's dumb and wandering around and being stupid.
Is it an uncle? Are you sure it's an aunt?
I said Anba.
Anba. The hell's an Anba?
The fucking weird rat things. That aren't rats, like monkey things. Hold on, I'll look like again. I keep forgetting.
Oh, like the fucking
Yeah.
yeah, right, those things.
Just toss a picture of them in
Yeah.
Discord somewhere.
Yep.
I forgot because it's not something that I encountered fucking ever Assassin's campaign. And it
Yeah.
was mentioned in passing once.
This but smaller and child.
Alright.
What do
They
you
look-
mean by you have one?
Yeah.
Well, I've associated with it.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
you're associated with an Anba that will do something annoying. People want to kidnap me, and people want to kill you.
Seems like the case.
Well, it's starting to make sense while we're on the Reject Squad.
I mean, we have 2 mysteries still to answer, but I guess we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I will look at Big Knife and let's go. Are you sure it's 2?
like I said, my family's fine. I haven't written a single iota of backstory for them.
I suppose that checks out. Doesn't mean they won't be bad in the future, though.
Better be careful with those blank backstories. They might get one quick.
Well, that's the ideal situation.
Won't he just makes one for you?
Sudden
Yeah.
backstory syndrome.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Or as the DMs call it, you've given me a blank slate. I see.
You've given me a blank slate. Fuck you.
Oh wait, isn't SBS shaken baby syndrome?
Nice. Oh, we're shaking babies this session.
So, Teach. Next time we're going to put us in a situation where a non-insignificant number of people with a non-insignificant amount of strength would like to kill us. A little bit of warning would go a long way.
And more than the, oh, everything will be fine. Totally. There will be nothing strange happening at all. Sort of heads up. Please and thank you.
I thought that this was going to be like when the teacher throws on a movie because they don't want to actually do any real teaching. Turns out it was in fact a ploy. Turns out it was in fact a ploy to try and get people to try and kill one of us, so we could try and kill them.
Well, here's the thing, life's crazy.
We're Genin.
Right.
I
And
need
if-
to.
And if
I
you
need to
want to
roll
be
an ego
shooting,
real fast. Give me
if you
1
wanna
second.
if you want to be shooting, you got to be ready for all kinds of.
I fucking lunge for him
We're a
after he
fucking
says
fool.
life's crazy. I fucking go for it.
He doesn't get out of the way.
Yeah.
And you have to be ready.
just life's crazy or I have
Life's
everything,
crazy.
you piece of shit.
You have to be ready for anything. And then you hit him. He goes down.
And yeah, we're up in a tree and we both go out of the tree. There is no thought in this. This is a fuck you moment. And then about halfway down, there's the, could have planned this one out better.
No, see, you guys handled it masterfully. You were like, well, you know what? We were probably out of our depth there. We should back off, which is totally the right move. That's good. I'm impressed.
H, should this happen again, I'm gonna go into your home and throw rotten milk over the place.
That would be really immature.
Yes. It would be.
Where would you even get rotten milk?
We
Shrug.
take milk and
I'll
then you
find
rot
it.
it.
The same place you'd get normal milk, I would guess.
They sell
Just a
rotten
bit
milk,
older.
or they sell good milk.
No. But time does a number on normal milk.
I'm sure you probably got some milk in your house. I just need to leave it out when you're gone for the day. Not that difficult.
You sneak into his house and like unplug his fridge.
No, I'm just gonna sneak into his house, get into his fridge, and then just pour milk all over the place. And by the time he gets home, it's gonna be real unfortunate.
A bomb has been planted in your home. Return soon.
Oh shit.
I know that if you were to actually try, there's literally no way I can beat you in a fight. And it's not like I can really report you to anyone. Or if I didn't, I don't think I would really give a shit. So, we resort to unconventional means.
That's what I like to hear. Buck convention. That's conventions makes you predictable. Who likes that? No one likes that. Not around here. We don't.
Well, also announcing your plans does also make you pretty predictable if you follow through with said plans.
Hmm. If you do throw rotten milk around my place, I'll be disappointed because you've already told me you'll do that.
Well, sometimes it's good to follow through on a threat. Shows you're willing to back up what you say.
Eh. What you should do is do something equally harmful but different. Best of both worlds.
Like, throw rotten milk around your place.
Yeah, you could throw rotten milk around your own place. That'd really show me. I'm so smart. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think I'm dumb enough to fall for that one.
Well,
And
Were
at
we
that point, I will
expected
get up
to-
off of the ground having tackled him out of a tree.
well, yeah. I would
Yeah.
ask, are we expected to stay at this village to, like, help prepare it? Or are we just, our job to just report to the Leaf Village and say, we got attacked?
Oh no,
Also, are we
can
gonna-
head back now. We can head back now. This was all about exposing suspected Mist Village agents, and now that we've exposed them, we can call it the big boys.
So, just for interest's sake, are we gonna have a conversation about how a significant number of people were killed in that to try and get someone to kill one of us?
Yeah, it's a real shame, but like, worth it.
Well,
But I'm not so sure about that, Bruno.
Well, because they would have still been there. They would have stayed hidden, and we've outed them. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Just for interest's sake, bro, does your compass point north, or is it one of your moral compass point north, or is it one of the ones that's just kind of, wherever the fuck?
are you a real teacher?
I define real teacher. Is he really going to teach us? Maybe. Does he exist? Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh no! Get me out of this class.
Oh, you're in it for the long haul now.
Well, no, my compass. I don't have a compass. I just look at the sun.
I said your moral compass.
He also looks at the sun for it.
Yeah,
Also, I hope you're not looking directly at the sun. That's terrible for your eyes.
but the sun is a metaphor for being a good person, and I look at that.
You just got what? Can I take an estimate of how many people were killed down there by those fucking?
I mean, just from the initial
Sideways.
fucking cut was like 10.
Yeah, there was at least
And that was like
right?
mitigated cut. Like, it would have killed
Yeah.
way more than 10 before.
Well, no. Here's the thing: there were multiple cuts because there was
Yeah.
the first 3 and then there was the second one, second set, which was mitigated.
And I imagine there were cuts after, we fled the beachfront.
Does 50 sound like a reasonable number?
Of the ones we've witnessed, probably, and there's probably way more.
So, I don't think you can really espouse your moral compass when 50 fucking people were killed because of your shite plan.
No, because now that they're exposed, right? They got to get out of here. And if they had stayed in the long run, it would have been way more people.
So now they can go to another village and kill 50 more when you find out where you think they are.
Well, that's not entirely true. First, he has to put a shit plan into action and put us all at
Yeah.
risk, and not tell us. And then you can get about 50 more people killed. And maybe it'll be one of us this time.
I would trade 50 random civilians for an enemy ninja, like, all the time. You know how many random people there are? So many.
Can I take a guess as to whether or not he actually means any of what he's saying?
Yeah, sure. Do you have the insight equivalent or anything like that?
I don't know what the insight equivalent is. Even if I it did, then no, I wouldn't.
You can roll something if you want. He seems pretty unruffled in a way that is concerning.
Consider me disconcerted.
I'll just roll. I'll assume that's like fucking. I'm trying to hit 9 because that seems reasonable given the. Let's see. So 7 plus. Yeah, so assuming it's intelligence, ego, or presence, then
It's probably intelligence.
yeah, so that would be 7 plus 2, so 9, with not including any modifiers that
Be right back.
are had.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna rip it and see what happens. That's pretty good.
Big number.
Yeah, he still seems pretty unbothered by the amount of collateral damage here.
What kind of village is this?
Seafaring village.
Oh, it's I hear like various. Is that like a descriptor? I hear like Leaf Village, Wind
Yeah.
Village.
Hmm.
So Seafaring Village is this.
Okay.
Is this a fire village?
Yeah, so the Land of Fire is the country that the Leaf Village is in. And this is a sort of a village not in the ninja term. This is a collection of civilians living on the coast.
I see. So we don't care about civilians.
Well, no. Let's not say that.
Well,
So,
he
like-
doesn't care about civilians.
Like, civilians outnumber ninja like 1,000 to 1, basically. There are
Uh-huh.
like, each country has like maybe 100 ninja.
Now,
That seems unreasonably low.
Quality over quantity. It's
Does that include? I'm assuming that doesn't include all like the really shit ones like us.
maybe there are a few hundred per country. now that I
Yeah,
think about it.
because I'm like,
But,
if that includes the really shit ones, then damn, villages like they're really lowering the fucking
but, like,
ninja.
in the show,
quality.
each country has one ninja village. In that ninja village, there are maybe 50 named characters, and then like more are implied, but you see like very few.
well, truly, there's like more than like 6 times the amount of named characters, right? There's just like, you know,
How many people?
Well, there were
live
80,000
in-
ninjas in the Shinobi War.
How many people live there? So, the number of straight up people who live in Leaf Village is 80,000. Maybe a tenth of them are actually ninja. So
Okay,
there are
that's
like
still like
8,000 ninja in each country. So
Okay.
there also are ninja in like the other villages, right? They're just like far fewer. Maybe like 100th instead of a 10th.
maybe, yeah. But still, it's like the ratio
Yeah.
is pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
So Bruno's looking at this like it's an absolute win. Now,
Looking at Bruno like he's an absolute monster.
that's fair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hano is gonna take his rabbit that I believe Anir collected and then just go off and start building a
Yeah,
fire to start
one-
cooking it.
Just starting to fucking walk back to the Leaf Village.
Yep. Fuck this shit, man. Get me out fast.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm gonna check the laundry to be. I heard movement in the laundry room, but I want to just make sure it's moving along okay.
Mhm.
I'll be back in maybe a minute if it's all set. Maybe like 5 to 10 if it's not.
Okay. I'm gonna grab some water then in the time being.
God. I see it says an absolute win.
Yup. Ninja are like 100 to 1. So if we only lose 50, piss chilling. Just
Fuck. Lose 50 piss chilling.
I am back.
Welcome
Thank you.
back. All right. I said we fucking kill our teacher.
I wish we could.
Well,
On-
he's got to sleep sometime.
Yeah, but every time he does sleep, he just suspiciously goes like kilometers away.
Hmm.
I think that might be a habit he developed from, past students also trying to kill him.
Yeah, that would check out. Given his like what was it, like 50-60% student death rate,
Uh-huh. I wouldn't be surprised if a fair number of those died trying to kill him.
and we'll be the next ones.
Fuck!
We have
That's
decided
not
it is
necessarily
your
true. We
time
could be
to
the ones who
gone
win. Huh?
We have decided it is your turn to be gone.
Yeah. We've decided it's your turn to trade 1 for 100.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Oh,
So,
shit.
I know, shocking.
I know.
But before I left, Regal, you had started building a campfire.
Well, I was gonna ask prior to that if it's like anywhere near nighttime. Like what time of day is it?
It's mid-afternoon.
Oh, then no, I would not have built a fire to just start walking away.
Time to go home.
How hard do you think it'd be to brain him?
Um, it's hard to hit. There's not much of it.
Back.
Hello.
It's not like he's got eyes in the back of his head. He can't be expecting it all the time.
Are we still trying to kill the teacher?
I'm more or less just thinking out loud to myself how hard it would be to kill him.
Yeah, I think it's being kind of considered.
What's stopping us from killing him right now?
The fact that he could 100% wipe the fucking floor with us.
That's true.
Yeah, a pretty fucking good reason, I know.
I was fucked up.
What's fucked up? The fact that he could wipe the floor with us? The fact that's a good reason, or the fact that we're contemplating killing him?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, alright. So you're just fucking head back to the village.
Yep.
Yeah.
How long days was travel was it to get here? I forgot.
It was about a full day, not 24 hours, but like starting in the morning, arriving in the evening. So a little over 12-hour journey because it's summertime.
Gotcha.
So if we're leaving in the afternoon, we're getting there either at midnight or like the early hours of the morning. Well, afternoon, so past midnight.
Mm.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going back. I'll walk the whole fucking way. If need be, I will be carried the whole way. I guess the last bit of it. No way I'm being carried the whole way. I'm not that fucking lazy.
Goodness.
Hmm.
Actually, goodness. You're gonna be carried the whole way?
So I'm not going to be.
You're gonna be carried the whole way?
I attempt to stab him.
I can carry you.
No. If I'm getting carried, I'm being carried by one of the people who doesn't need to eat, sleep, breathe, or drink.
Alright, so you have a hive.
Wounds, they are good mounts. Not happy
Yes.
mounts, but good mounts.
Well, funny enough, they also don't really give a fuck. Like, hey, can you carry me? They go, okay.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the journey back so far, not eventful. However, it starts to fall dark.
Gotcha.
You start, and eventually Bruno stops running, and sits on a branch, and lays back, and begins to fall asleep.
How far out are we?
Away from the village?
Yeah.
You would guesstimate another 8 hours.
Damn.
Because it was,
It
it
was
was
like-
maybe a 16-hour journey to, like, get here. You
Mhm.
left the village,
It says
Yeah.
a 12-hour journey.
or a 12-hour journey, more or less. But, like, you're leaving the village now in the mid to late afternoon. And so you're going to get maybe 4 hours of traveling before it becomes dark.
I have to guess at what the chances are that I'll be let back into the village if I just show up in the early morning without Bruno. Like, will there be people who won't let me in or anything like that?
You will be let in. You're a leaf ninja. You have the headband. You have that official rank. You will be let in.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with Bruno's bullshit. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, you run off unless anyone joins you alone into the darkness.
Knife's places by Bruno's side.
Yeah, I think if Big Knife is staying, then Keiru is staying.
They are good friends.
I don't know about good friends, but at least
Good
Big
friends.
Knife's actions are appreciated. Especially in thinking back to what was going on.
Yeah.
Knife is down for this. The civilians don't matter. We matter. Scenario.
Hell yeah, brother.
And all of a sudden, that friendship starts to fracture already.
Well, I imagine you guys are not having a, full-on
Conversation like that. Yeah.
philosophical conversation. By the way, I was surprised at how angry, or not angry, but how indignant Mellow Rush became when I said that I thought Nietzsche was overrated. I was like, goodness, this he really likes this fella. And then he acted like I had to justify myself.
Wait,
It's
when
like,
you said what was overrated?
Nietzsche, Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh, Nietzsche, yeah.
And I'm like, surely this fella who's into philosophy knows that the burden of proof is on him to get me to like it. Not on me to, by default, like this fella. He was so mad.
I mean, I know my sister was reading. I don't remember. I don't think it was Nietzsche. It was Metamorphosis.
Kafka?
Yeah, Kafka. And she basically went and looked at me after she was like half done with it and went, Mitch, this book is stupid.
This guy's a nerd.
The whole story is this guy turns into a bug and then his family is sad. What the hell?
Dumb.
Nothing happens. I was like, yes, welcome to freaking Eastern European and Russian writing. It's all very depressing.
They live in Eastern Europe. What's not to be depressed about? To be fair,
Eastern
I've
Europe
never
food is
read-
pretty
Well,
good.
you have to be near the
Eastern Europe
Slavs.
Yeah, to be fair, I've never read Metamorphosis. I know of
Mhm.
it, but that's it.
It's good, but it is not high art in some ways. A lot of those writers are kind of depressing. So I do like it. But like 1984, so surprise, surprise.
All right. So is everyone else stopping for the night? Is it just Peyton that's going on?
I believe so.
Mhm.
So, unless Leo is sprinting off into the night too.
Nope. Just wait.
All right. Does he get eaten by a roper? Be honest with us.
To be honest with you guys.
Thank fucking God.
Okay, yes, he does get.
That has happened for other games, by the way.
That's not true. I was never eaten. I always lived.
No, not for you in particular, but I have seen a DM pull that. I'm gonna walk off into the woods. One roper, game over. Character dead.
Yeah.
Same thing for wolves too.
I mean, my usual mindset is okay. You get the next encounter, all by yourself.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the same mindset that the DMs that were doing that sort of stuff thought. I see you wish to die. Congratulations. I have just the thing.
Honestly, probably continue on for like a couple hours and then cool off. Sleep. Actually, let's see. Do I cool off? Yeah. That's not terrible. Yeah. Cool off after like 2 hours, then sleep.
And now, with your mind cool, you can perfect your assassination attempt.
Yeah, now with my mind cool, I can start setting up the traps.
I know Bruno's gonna come through here.
Mm-hmm.
Just jumping along through the trees, and all of a sudden Bruno just runs into a rope.
Yeah. Jumping along through the trees, and then Bruno's head just fucking explodes.
Whoa, Peyton! Whoa!
That
Hold
happened.
up a thumb. Sniper sitting in the bushes, holds up a thumb, vanishes.
Leo, Bruno
Yeah.
is dead.
I said I was increasing my summons. I never said that I was gonna make them all in non-combat. Ash ain't that different from gunpowder when you're working with magic bullshit.
If Peyton is going off on his own, I would stay up for like a couple hours to see if I heard anything. And if I didn't, I mean, yeah, alright, go to bed. Good night.
You do not.
You hear a single scream followed by a second scream a few minutes later of "get fucked" in an Irish accent.
Hell yeah.
That'd be such a fucking funny thing to hear.
Just in the distance. Get fucked.
Get fucked!
Peyton, at it again. No. No, yeah, honestly, Peyton, you arrive at the Leaf Village again. In like 2 in the morning. Some absurdly early time. You approach the main gates of the city. You hail the person who runs it. They take a look at you. They see your headband. They let you in.
I actually did mean it when I said that I was going to just go for a couple hours and then stop. But
Oh.
sure, fuck it.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Yeah, that wasn't actually a meme. That was me actually rolling to see how badly or how well I succeed on the roll. If I succeeded, then would have been cooled off, go back to camp, and fucking sleep. But with the fail, I was like, yeah, you still go for a few hours at least.
Hell yeah. Everyone else, I assume, is making camp with Bruno.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that's the plan.
All right. You guys are making camp. It's crazy how successfully you guys are able to make a fire and fall asleep.
Massive pod.
Shit. I don't
I
even
know.
have that skill.
Yes, make fire. It's a good one.
Worth every point.
Actually, Peyton, are you taking your dudes with you?
Why would I not?
Does anyone else have the ability to make fire? Actually, Regal, your survival's pretty good, right?
Yep.
All right. So that's what we'll use for fire starting, and I'm not even gonna make you roll like your.
I'm sure,
Fun.
like, over the course of maybe 10-15 minutes, I'll be able to make a fire.
Mhm.
Even if it takes me a little bit the first time around.
Uneventful evening. You wake without issue, and complete the journey to Leaf Village. When you arrive, Bruno says, "All right, about lunchtime. I'll meet you fellas near our training location."
Alright.
Oh God, these immense maps. Back before I learned you could scale things.
It's always too late.
Yeah, it's breakfast
Back
time.
to the fuzz map.
Back to the fuzz maps. Fuzzy.
Oh God.
I know it's crazy, eh? Does anyone have anything they want to do in and around the village?
Prior to the thing, no, not really. But I'd imagine we'd ate through the rabbit. Maybe I'll go hunting a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. I'd imagine that would be tracking or survival, and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Survival.
Survival. I missed by 1.
No luck.
Smooch.
Find a leaf or mist village ninja.
Mm-hmm.
You go, you know who we're looking for, and they'd walk off.
You find some tasty berries. Would you like to eat them?
Well, if he knows they're tasty, I think that
am I
implies he
aware?
already has.
Yeah.
You think they'll be tasty?
I'll pick them and take them, and I'll bring them back to like someone that like knows about berries. And I'm like, yo, you good?
Or
They
checking. A
say
small
they
child
say
eats
they
some
say
and dies.
they say no. Throw those out and wash your hands. You might develop a rash.
I throw those out and then wash my.
Incredible.
I went through all the trouble of picking these for you. Yeah, but they're poisonous. I went through all the trouble though.
No, we don't eat poison berries here, son.
Well, if Taylor has time, I think it's pretty obvious that he's gonna have some questions. So, how was your trip? Nearly murderous.
Plastic.
Mom, we need to talk. I was almost killed.
Okay, and
What do you want me to do about it, bitch?
what? What's so different about your last trip? It was my Miss Ninja. Oh fuck.
I'm assuming you all just reconvene back at the your little training area.
The only thing I need to do is acquire that expendable component.
What expendable component?
I
For
need to acquire
yourself?
fine wood ash.
Well, Bruno, when you arrive, I'm gonna say you don't quite have time for that right now, Peyton, but we'll get to that soon.
Sure.
It's not something that you can sort of find very easily.
Well,
you
it's something
sort
I
of
can make, but
yeah,
it's
so
still gonna take time.
Yeah. When you get to the practice area, Bruno basically says, "Well, I think you guys are great. I think you guys have well proven yourselves. You bested Kaizen here very quickly. We escorted that vendor super well. That was supposed to be sort of like a D tier mission, but then those rogue ninja attacked, and you guys handled that stellarly. We went to the beach, and not only did you guys nearly ace that volleyball tournament, and I really was hoping to see a nice final match, but also you avoided the Mist Ninja super well. What else have you guys done? I don't know, but you guys are great. I'm going to recommend you for the tuning exams. They take place in a couple of months here in the Leaf Village. And for the next couple of months, I'm going to give you guys a break from missions so that you can train. You can hone your craft and get ready for the gauntlet you'll need to run.
So just for interest sake, how long is it usually between becoming a Genin and going for the Chunin exams?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
It's been how long for us?
A week
3
and a
months?
half.
No, it's
Maybe.
3 months.
Yeah, it's
So
been
3 months. So he's
Well,
saying that
3
he'll
months is
recommend
so
us.
3
long.
months. We've been
So,
on
another
two missions.
yeah.
One
well,
was a
he,
cat mission, and the other was
Yeah.
the volleyball.
no.
Well, no, we
No,
also had an
we-
escort.
Oh, we had that.
You were
escort,
off
right.
getting fucking ice cream though. So
Yeah, that's fine.
how?
I don't know.
I'll be perfectly trained for it.
I don't know if Wakana's ready, but everyone else.
So 3 months.
Listen,
Plus
Naruto-
another few months. So let's be generous and say that like a few months is like 5 or 6 in this case.
in the show, Naruto
That
took
still
after,
puts
like,
us.
2 missions. There was the
Right.
cat mission.
Naruto's
and
the
then-
main character.
And then there was the Zabuza mission. And then Kakashi was like, that mission was crazy. I think you guys might actually be ready. Right?
What was the Zabuza mission?
It was basically
AX.
Wait,
Yeah,
am I
it was-
confusing? I think I'm confusing Shunin with Genning. I think that's what I'm doing here.
yeah, so they
We
were
might be
supposed to just escort the bridge builder.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they fucking fought Zabuza and Haku, and then they fucked them up.
Was
Yeah.
that the shark face and the mirror bitch?
Yes.
Yes. That was like their first mission out of the village.
Yeah,
Mhm.
weren't those like, in terms of ninja, weren't those like fairly strong?
They were
Yes.
they were up on them by
They
quite
were,
a bit.
They were quite.
Like they were part of that one fucking the big evil, the fat evil group.
Zabuza was implied to be around as good as Kakashi. And then
Yep.
Haku was like
Prodigy.
not as good, but like exceptional.
And what we
Yeah.
have done is catch a cat.
Yep.
Kill and capture some bandits who were kind of shit, honestly.
All right, I don't think they were that shit. They were.
They
They
all-
were
I mean, they
fine.
weren't great though.
They
Like,
did
it-
almost kill Big Knife.
That's true. They did almost kill Big Knife.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. The only part of that my brain processed from that fight, or like still has processed, is Big Knife rocketing over and just blowing one of them the fuck out instantaneously. Everything past that's whatever.
Yeah, he did roll.
That was
kind
such a fucking strong opening.
of- He did. Yeah, it was. Well, no, it was while the guy turned to run. Big Knife was like, "I'm gonna hit him and try and knock him out," and then
No,
rolled like an
the- it-
absolute maniac.
No, you're
right?
forgetting. It's the fight started with Big Knife going up and knocking out the main dude in one
Oh,
hit,
True, true. Yeah, actually, I forgot.
and
about
then rocketed after the other guy and crushed his skull.
that.
Yeah. I think the only people like I got pretty close to like getting unconscious, but then I just like hid behind a wall and I peeped out and did shit.
I kind of
Um,
was knocked unconscious for one round,
Yeah.
and then I got
but-
up fucking pissed.
Yeah, that's very
Mhm.
mean character of you. To black out, sort of like, and then get back up and be like, "I'm
My
fucking
friends.
It's
pissed."
gonna stop being main character of me when I start giving these fucking goons AKs.
Yeah. Well, you unmain charactered yourself when you leapt into the hole to pursue the fleeing guy and stabbed him to death.
Yes.
That's not very anime of you.
I would do it again too, because I had sound reasoning behind doing it.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess we're doing the tuning exam.
I mean, I'm not gonna contest Bruno, but I am gonna consult like other ninja, and like say, hey, how
I'm gonna
unfucking
contest
reasonable
him.
is this, man?
And go. Don't you think it's a bit early?
You know, in the beginning of Naruto, when people found out that Kakashi was going to be their teacher, and people got like wide-eyed and like, "Oh no, they're fucked."
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe you get, but not because he's exceptional or like tough on students, but more because
Shit.
he's neglectful, and that leads to injury.
He's neglectful, and that means that you gotta fucking toughen up fast.
Kind of. Bruno's very hands-off.
I
Being
think we've
hands off, he
noticed.
gets us into a lot of situations
Hmm.
that are
And
very dangerous.
I'm sorry to be that guy, but I heard the laundry beep, so I'm gonna go check on that. I might
Never
have to.
apologize.
I might have
Yeah,
to do
no.
some bolting.
Take your time.
That would explain the beeping sound, which I thought was
Yeah.
someone locking on to me in War Thunder.
I thought that was someone locking onto me in real life.
Be careful, Theo.
I was getting ready to pop flares.
That bomber's got a load full of laundry. All right, I'll be back in a bit. I'm sorry this has been so stop
It's
and go.
okay.
Never apologize.
Always apologize.
You're not apologizing, you're not living.
I disagree entirely. You massive bitch.
Sorry.
Never apologize.
Just leave.
I think I am gonna start equipping my fucking goons with actual guns. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Sword? Nah, fuck that. We're going fucking armor light, baby.
Dude, this fucking tree is invincible.
Yeah. You should build with it. Yeah, the bathroom right back.
Good luck up there.
No. I don't need luck. Where we're going, luck isn't needed. Probably.
Sometimes rototiller. Wait, how many is that? Lord.
Ugh. I return.
Welcome back.
Luck was unneeded in the end.
The only thing you need is cider.
What the fuck did you say to me? That's what I thought.
I got like no sleep, and now I'm sleepy.
Hmm.
All right, I have returned.
Welcome back.
So yes, some folding was required of me.
Oh, that's what seemed to be happening.
Pathetic.
No.
So I don't think we're a bit fucking. I think it's a bit fast for us to go into these exams.
I think you guys will be fine mostly.
What's the most they part for?
Well,
Weak spots
no, I do think
There's
most
some weak
of you
spots
will.
with thinking part. Mostly you all fucking suck and are gonna die.
I do think most of you will make. Of course, it
Are
depends
you-
on what kind of tests they do.
Are you implying that there's a not unreasonable chance that at least one of us dies?
Well, these exams are quite fraught, you know.
What is the like average death rate for a
I'm
fucking
back.
tuning
At
exam?
At least one.
Yeah, I mean, always someone dies.
Always someone dies.
Like
In the
during
Which
the tuning
means-
exam or like during the time of the tuning exams? Because like there's also you gotta imagine other villages come in and so they're assassinating like even when the test isn't going on. So like during the exam, I think like one person died on accident. Like it was an accident.
Okay, which means that
No,
either one of
Gara
us is
did-
going to die or we're going to kill someone. Those are the
Gar-
two options.
Gara did canonically kill several people.
Well, again, though that wasn't during the tuning exam. That was like after, right?
I thought that was in the Forest of Death. Gara just
Oh, he did do that. You're right. You're right. He did do that. He killed somebody. I remember during Tsunade's little brother gets killed in the tuning exam from like a bomb.
Alright, maybe I'm going to use these upcoming months to develop guns.
There's maybe like a 5% casualty rate,
Yeah.
like noticeable.
5% casualty rate, there are fucking, including the goons, 7 of us?
100 students. You compete.
100 students.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, I think we could probably get out of this alive.
A few die. It's much more common just to fail out without dying.
Yeah.
And, I mean, are the tuning... I'm assuming the tuning exams, like, what you do isn't, like, told you ahead of time, is it?
Oh no,
No.
not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. If it's being hosted in your village, they might give you one hint of like what to prepare for, and like, but it'll be very like, it'll be like very like, guys, I would make sure you study your botany, tee hee hee, and it'll be that, and that's it. That's as close.
Make sure you study your botany, and then you're gonna have to neutralize 7 different poisons
Yeah, exactly.
before they
It'll
fucking
be
paralyze
it'll be
you
things
for
like that
life.
to let them know. Like I think for the gaining sense, the Sand Village was like, "Hey guys, just so you know, there's like a scary desert out there. Nobody should be going out there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge."
Mhm.
And so they went out there and they set up jutsus beforehand.
And I don't suppose you'll tell us exactly how many months a few months is.
Oh, like a couple. This exam is held twice a year.
Like a couple is just as vague as a few. Please, the number would be helpful.
What month is it now? Summary.
Insert month.
Whatever month it is. I don't know. It's all I keep things relative. In 2 months, it will be held. It will be held here.
2
2
months.
months.
Yeah.
It happens next week, and we're just like,
We've got a lot of work to do.
Doomed.
Do you have anything else to tell us? If not, I've got a lot to prepare for.
Well, there'll be some. Well, I shouldn't. Just when the tricks start being sprung, try not to fall for them too hard. If you catch my. Eh?
right.
I'm just gonna
Got it.
not gonna say anything. Just stare at him, blank faced. I think I need to let my fucking drunk parents in. Be back in a second.
So, for getting out of the village unscathed, which could have been harder or easier depending on how you guys decide to go about it, it actually was pretty straightforward for you guys. You guys are going to get 5 additional experience points. So now,
Total of
so since the campaign has started, you should have earned 30 experience points.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I've spent 12.
We were at 150 cap before? Or 160?
150 to start, not including the free shit I gave you. So,
Okay. So
Yep.
we're going up to 180 is what I've got.
yeah, so 180 has, or 30 additional have been accrued so far. So,
Got it.
180 is where you guys can be at.
I'm back. What did I miss?
We got 5
Um,
points.
You got 5 experience points. So 30
hog.
has been earned by each of you has earned 30 experience points so far.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be at up to 180.
Yeah.
And since there are a couple months between now and the start of the Chunin exams, you guys have some freedom to learn entirely new powers and whatnot.
Entirely new powers. All right, gun power.
Gun power.
Yeah, I bows ain't cutting it anymore, and maces ain't cutting it. We're retooling the fucking summons, making them new bodies that are harder, better, faster, and also have guns this time.
What's been wrong with the mace and the bow?
In terms of like everything non-combat, they've been great, but combat, their lack of speed has left much to be desired.
That doesn't sound like a bow problem.
I mean, it mostly isn't. But also, I just like guns, so
Fair. If you like
Yeah.
it, go for it.
I like guns. In a world where I can, where I am associated with being able to light shit on fire, when that is the main thing that makes a gun act as a gun,
Mhm.
and I already work with a powdery, grainy substance, not that hard of a leap. Not the hardest leap I've ever taken.
Powdery and grainy. That's all you need, baby.
Yes, completely ignore the fire part. Thank you.
Oh, I will. No worries.
Yes. Always a pleasure. If I had a rock, I'd bust your head. Alright, so I'm assuming that's the end of the session then.
Um, you will. There. So snapping forward in time briefly, just to
Mhm.
set the scene.
Yeah.
Um,
Happening. We're dead.
you're all dead. So make new characters entirely.
Snapping forward in time just to set the scene.
and
It's
you-
after the tuning exams. I'm fucking strangling.
So, well, time skip to the Chunin exams, by which point your characters have all died, and so you will be playing as a different party entirely. No.
How weird that I'm
after
playing
Chunin
as a
exams.
different party entirely
failed.
with the same name and the same abilities. That's kind of weird.
That would be that would be such a sick move. As a
I,
DM. No, it wouldn't be fun at all because it's like,
No, it'd be
you
awful.
His characters now, fuck them.
I would 100% actually just do what I said and just show up with the exact same character, just with like a single letter changed. It'd be on R here, Sue.
Here. R.
In our Hersu with the I and the. So I've put up. So you get to a sort of nondescript room, and there are a ton of different ninja of about your age in that room. So in the Google folder that you guys have access to, there should now be a doc called Groups with Different Headbands, right? And so I'll open that. Your characters don't have a ton of knowledges about the ninja world. So these are the amount of unique groups sporting different headbands with different symbols. So, for example, 1X and then the 4 lines means there is one group of young ninja with that symbol on their headband.
Gotcha.
You know that the one with the 4 diagonal squiggles near the bottom of the first page, you know that's the Mist Village. Below that, the swirl with the triangle coming off of it, that is your village. But unless you have specific knowledges, you aren't going to be able to know anything about the different symbols or what those villages are known for. Mist Village tends to be known for their water and ice related powers.
Shocked.
I know, it's crazy.
Damn, y'all
Wild,
really, you really did say fuck the Sound Village. Nobody from the Sound Village can be here. Damn.
Well, this is before Orochimaru founded that village.
I
So
see.
they don't exist yet.
I see.
Otherwise, you know I'd be in there because all their sound powers are so cool.
Toot toot.
So I filled in what you guys know. Mist Village, Leaf Village.
Oh, this is before we were friends with
If one of
Kazakh.
you chooses to spend your points on some knowledge skills and can figure out or know some stuff about the ninja world such that they know some more of these, I will fill in those village names. But until then, you only know Mist Village and you only know Leaf Village. So there are 3 Leaf Village groups, of which you are one of them, so 2 additional ones. 2 Mist Village groups, and then 1 of everything except for a couple that have set 2 teams. And they all appear to be people of around your age. But yeah, I just wanted to give you this doc. And then yeah, I guess the session is over. I sort of expected it to take longer, but hey, you guys maneuvered your way out of that pretty uneventfully.
Yeah.
Cries in DM. But I'm not going to fudge the rolls and make them see Kyron or Mitchell. That would be kind of fucked
I
up.
will.
Big Knife just goes, "Hey, Kairu Kiri, why are you sneaking around over there?" All the Golem swivel their heads around.
You don't know how badly I wanted to just jump that one golem before I left. Every part of me was like, do it. You can 100% get away with it. Do it.
That's the thinking that got Sneasel killed.
Yeah, that's the thinking that's got a lot of my characters killed.
I am really bad at resisting that impulse, and I miss Sneasel more than anything, or Lassans, because his character was Sneasel backwards.
Yeah, you can ask pretty much any character of mine, or any character of mine, any DM of mine. There have been multiple times where I have not resisted that impulse, and it has gone rather poorly for me. I can't think of a single time where it's gone well for me, actually.
Well, Well, I'll probably be building at least one more power because my kit has been crying for it.
Yeah. So what do you
But I
feel
don't
like the
know.
kit is lacking? So, like Gara, when people come for you, you take no damage basically.
Yeah.
But I feel like you struggle to like influence things.
Yeah. So I think the two ones that I'm kind of considering is an entangle of some sort, probably a physical one.
Mhm.
And then what was the other one that I was kind of really considering? Oh, a movement ability of some sort, teleport or some such. I haven't considered that one as deeply though.
How do you think the people who are holding the exam feel about like 80mm mortars?
Just roll them outside the exam area. Oh, don't
Um,
worry about these.
So
They're
you
Well, no,
you've
I'm
just-
rolling up outside the exam area.
You've
Uh,
actually hit upon something interesting in
Yeah.
Naruto, because it is canonically contentious whether or not you can bring in what are called scientific ninja tools, which is like tech basically.
Mhm.
So like I don't watch Boruto, but I know that a plot point was that Boruto was caught cheating. He brought in tools that he hadn't like cleared. So I think the way I'm gonna look at it is if your character has like a hand in developing it, then fucking go for it. But you can't just like buy a gun and roll up.
No, this is going to be something that is developed. This is going to be, if anything, one of the things that I create with Ash over the course of the
Yeah. So as
time.
far as you guys
So,
are
yeah.
concerned, is if you spend points on it, then that's cool by me.
All right. So now I need to see if they have stats for an 80mm mortar. If I got to make this myself.
Something worth noting is power is bought like through focuses. Like let's say you have like a magic sword.
Yeah.
If someone takes it, they can use that focus.
Mhm.
So that's worth noting if you want to buy something with a focus, but also if you notice that one of the characters I'm playing is using powers through a focus, there's a possibility you could gain access to those powers by stealing the focus.
But of
So,
course,
like,
that'll depend on the power. Like I'm not gonna be able to fucking steal Mitchell's water
yeah.
and have a gay old time with it.
One thing I was gonna the Mist Village, they're known for water jutsu, ice jutsu. They're also known for the 7 swordsmen of the mist, which they have 7 magically powerful blades that gets passed down in their village. And so not just one of the 7, but they have a number of lesser blades that have also pulled power of some kind. So the woman who attacked the village, if you had beaten her, you could have gotten access to how many points worth of sword powers? 60, or just over 70 points worth of sword powers.
That's not actually that impressive. My sword itself is like, it's like 70 AP.
Yeah. So it's not crazy. Like I'm not gonna hand you like 200
Yeah.
fucking points. But
No, I wasn't saying that like, wow, that's such a fucking low amount. It was more like, okay, that actually wasn't. It isn't like a metric fuck ton, but it's a not insignificant
It's
amount.
sizable.
Yeah.
So be aware of that going into the exams. There will be some people you face who have like special gear that you could potentially use. You won't be able to use your combat skill levels with it because it won't be something you're like experienced with.
Unless from that point on you buy like combat skill levels with it, then right?
Yeah. You could buy combat skill levels in future to like get better with it. But
I only have a single combat skill level, which I should really remedy at some point.
it hasn't been a huge issue for you. But then again, you haven't actually tried defense on anyone.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of actually fencing, I've got a pretty good.
Maybe I
bit
should
coming
throw
from
you a combat during the exams. Someone else who whips out a sword. And goes
I'm
at
be
it.
honest, if someone else whips out a sword, at this point, there's a non-zero chance that they're gonna whip out a sword. I'm gonna pull out a sword, and I'm just gonna point at them, and then they're just gonna get shot.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it is.
Indiana Jones.
But you know what it is?
You know, I
It's
would
effective.
duel you, but
Well, no,
Guns.
it's even more BM than Indiana Jones because I'm pulling out a sword like I'm going to duel and then pointing at them, and then they're getting shot by someone else.
That's fucked up, man.
like start the duel,
But
and then
it-
they
it
just
fucking
get blown
sends a
away.
message. It sends a message when someone is about to duel you, and then you fucking feel your kneecap shatter.
So I know that Leo has not been a part of many encounters, but I
Mhm.
will
Yeah.
say, your fucking powers are so annoying to deal with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huge AOE if people start drooling.
Yeah.
Hey, if you need something to get rid of the people start drooling ability, have I got the thing for you?
We're
I
about
guess-
to upgrade it.
I guess
My
question
dispel
one-
on average will actually knock out his entangle.
Well, yeah, because Genjutsu release is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I'm running it, Peyton, is it's not going to instantly go off. You have to first become aware that you are mentally entangled.
Yeah.
So the way I'll describe it in future, especially if it's happening outside of the turn cycle, is I'll just describe what you see around you, and it'll be up to you to be like, wait a minute. this is
Okay. So it's up to me to be like, all right, that something's wrong there. At which point, the dispel
Yeah.
procs off.
So
Procs?
just,
Goes
just,
off.
just yeah, just write the trigger as realizing you are under a genjutsu.
Well, the trigger is just targeted by an entangle, not necessarily Genjutsu or.
So then put it as realizing you're entangled. So for a physical one, that would be right
Sure.
away.
Yeah. All right.
Because usually what it looks like in the show is like the character will be going around and they're like, wait a minute, I'm in a genjutsu. Release, and then they're out of it.
Yes, I never fully fleshed out the idea. I just was getting really fucking annoyed at entangles. I was like, I'm fucking done with these things. So I still need to actually go back and fully flesh out what exactly it is.
Yeah, CC is pretty good.
Yeah. Turns out the ability to just wow, damn, they have a fucking. That's kind of wild. They have an artillery luger in this. But yeah, it turns out the ability to turn something AoE and just completely ignore someone's DCV is pretty good.
Yeah, like I've been looking at that because like
Yeah. It seems so fucking strong, man.
it seems so powerful. Like you don't even have to turn it into a big AoE. You
Yeah.
can just turn it into a 1 hex
Yeah.
AoE, and it's like, your DCV doesn't exist anymore. It just hits where you are, and you either just take the damage or CC yourself for your next turn by diving out of the way.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm looking into getting mortars. Because I'm going to get a fucking 2 summons, fucking slap a mortar onto them, and then if someone ever decides they want to try and CC me into oblivion, well then maybe they're gonna start hearing some whistling, and maybe that whistling's gonna start getting real explosive.
Yeah.
Absolute bastards.
Be sure to make it cumbersome to aim.
Yeah.
Because, like, one of the things they say about GMing Hero System is, like, try not to let your players do things that are OP. But I'm kind of inexperienced, so I'm like, fuck it. If you can buy it and build it, then cowabunga. And then,
No, don't worry.
you know,
I am
I'll
attempting
just do
to
the same.
limit myself.
no, I've
You can have the 1v1s lumping.
Why
For
are
what?
missiles 4-man crew? Damn.
So this is, I guess, not really a spoiler because it's like a key part of every single one. But there's a portion of the tuning exams which is a 1v1 bracket.
Not like this.
and I will have it.
I am so sorry to anyone who I face.
So there are characters who use like puppet techniques,
Mm-hmm.
and they can like bring in additional people more or
Yeah.
less. So using that as precedent, you will probably, Payton, and by probably I mean like you can totally bring in your goons as well.
Fucking imagine you're totally about to have a 1v1 and you show up and just see a firing squad. What do you do?
You just walk into the arena. Oh, it's just you. And then
Yeah,
bunch of goons just walk into the arena after you.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's one guy with a sword. Ooh, the sword, real fucking exciting. Bunch more people. So it's like, Ref, can they do that? Are they? Is that? What's happening? Where am I?
Seems kind of really bad.
Yeah, seems kind of BM almost.
MB.
Yeah. So there will be a 1v1 phase,
Sick.
but I won't tell you when. But you can surmise it'll probably be at the end.
Oh, I actually realized this. Fuck. All right, I found a good, an annoying but good artificial armor I need to put on myself,
A good.
which is given that I don't want to be killing and don't necessarily want to be killing everyone who I fire at or I need to fight. I'm gonna need to find ways to make these non-lethal. By probably making a number of them into multi-powers, so I can give them fucking not bolo rounds. Bolo rounds are really bad. The rubber bullets. To make it into a blast instead. So that'll be a nice project to do. To make sure I don't enter God.
You don't enter God.
Well, I was just thinking of getting sent into the 1v1 and then just leaving a trail of corpses. Like, at what point is it like, all right, you need to stop?
In the show, they usually stop the fights when it's like, okay, someone's dying.
Yeah, and you get disqualified if
Yeah.
You get disqualified if what?
you kill.
Oh, I'd be disqualified instantly then if I didn't do this. Funny.
Yeah, so don't kill.
Yeah. Did you know they have a table just full of pre-built firearms?
Did not know that, but that is not something I probably should have expected.
You can totally check the forums for that kind of thing, because I know there definitely are ways to find that kind of stuff pre-built.
Nah, if I do this, I'm gonna take the L and do it myself. If I'm gonna do some stupid shit, I'm gonna suffer for doing stupid shit. It's only right. Four sticks of dynamite is 8d6. How much is a stick of dynamite, though? It doesn't say anywhere.
A stick of dynamite?
Mm.
Is it really not?
No, it's weird. They have a so they've got like lists of weaponry, right? And then after all of that, they've got other like, well, weapons. And one of the things is like, yeah, explosives. And it just gives a list of, some like the damages you can expect. So you got like 2d6 explosive, 8d6 N, whatever that is. I assume that's normal. Yeah, N would be normal. So 6d6 a normal explosive for like a concussion grenade. All the way up to like a block of plastic explosive, which is 15d6. And then they've got mortar rounds and howitzers and bombs, but nowhere in it does it stay the like price point for any of it. I think it's just supposed to be a guideline for how much damage you can expect, or you would be equivalent to like that, so you can make shit.
Mm-hmm. So if you're like not restricted by points and you're like DMing characters,
Mhm.
and it's like
All right, time to make a fucking a B-29. How many points do you think it takes to make a B-29?
A bomber.
Yeah.
There was a section I read about how to make, allegedly, like spaceships, and I was reading it and I was like, this makes no fucking sense.
What the fuck? Huh? Really?
Yeah, I was reading it and I was like, this is bananas.
Was that in volume 2? I assume.
No, it was in one. It was I forget where precisely in the book it was, but it was like
See.
on mega scaling and making spaceships, and I was like, fucking come again?
Let's see. See if I can quickly just fucking blast through here. Find it. It was FTL. That could be useful for spaceships. Starship weapons.
Yeah,
That's
I
on,
was like, how does this fucking?
Yeah, that's on 361. There's a thing for like starship weapons, but that's an example, not like how to make an actual spaceship.
Wow.
Making an actual spaceship would presumably be. First, you would need to do something. God, that'd be such a fucking pain in the ass to do.
I know it looked like such a headache, and I was like, I
I guess.
Hero System's sick because you can do anything, but also it's built so that it can let you do anything, which makes it a total fucking plate of spaghetti.
I guess the easiest way to do it would be to make it to where you treat the vehicle as like a character, but then characteristics don't really make sense. At first, I thought, maybe you could make it as a multi-power that requires a bunch of people.
Maybe?
Because if you make it as a multi-power that requires a crew, and then you make it as a fucking obvious and accessible focus, I guess. No, I guess it'd be obvious accessible. And then you would make it durable and give it certain like health stats.
I guess so.
And then you could use like the variable nature of that would be like directing power to certain areas. And then you'd be able to make like weapons and engines and shit like that, I guess. That's the only guess I have. I have no fucking idea how else you would do that. Unless you're going to just make it as like a creature and give it like the automaton shit where it's like it can't be stunned and shit like that.
Sounds like a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very headache.
Definitely a headache for what was meant to be a stupid joke. 100% not going down that fucking rabbit hole.
Rest assured, by the way, I will not be making X times 4 characters, where X is the number of different groups in this campaign. It's tuning exams.
Why not? You're right. You won't be making X times 4.
Seems
You'll be
fair.
making X times 5 because you got to make it. You got to have them have parity with the party.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Huh?
It's awful tempting.
Terrible fucking idea.
So, not be.
System. Random character.
I'm making.
Yes, Leo?
Actually have a random character generator.
What's up, Leo?
Oh,
Want to
jeez.
play some League of Legends?
Sure, I want to make myself available if people have questions, if they're like making stuff. But
I will do it later. I don't feel like doing it tonight, if I'm being honest.
if people are not in the, if people are saying no sweat, go play some League, then I will do that.
You can go play some League. I've got like somewhere between 4 and 8 characters that I need to make, basically. Because I need to rejig Goons 1 and 2 because they're getting significant amount more points. Why do
Alright,
I do this to myself every fucking time?
fuck it, I'll boot up League. Sure.
No.
If we're
Boot up
playing League of
League, dude.
Legends, is there anyone stopping me from joining?
I'm stopping you from joining.
All right,
Stop
Peyton.
joining.
Perish.
not-
Why would I do this?
I don't know what you would do.
How many points do I have to spare? I have 12 points to spare.
I have 5. Kick W.
Khaki dubs.
Yeah, I'll probably give it some, thinking. I'll probably poke you over the course of the week.
Fair enough.
While I'm working on stuff.
All right. I found the tech.